before it happens. That stuff really annoys me. Like, if this wrestling that we're getting right now was happening in the '90s before social media and all this, people would be way more happier with the product than they are. But everybody's too fucking smart for their own good now. Um, I said all that to say this: Bray Wyatt's winning.
Yeah,
And,
you don't build up somebody for 5 months to have them come back to lose.
right. Uh, Kevin Owens and Shane McMahon. If KO loses, he has to quit WWE again. Canadians don't keep their word, clearly, because he already quit once.
Wasn't this exactly a year ago when he quit? Or was it
We
the year
all
before
know
that?
we all know what kind of piece of shit Bret Hart was. So I'm just kidding. I love Bret Hart. Bret Hart was my guy. Bret was one of my
Yeah.
favorite Canadian wrestlers. Him, Owen,
Well, I mean,
and Matt
Canadian
Sydal.
wrestlers, yes, but I always saw Brett as fucking gay as shit for this. Um, Brett was off a little whiny ass bitch to me.
Was
Uh,
Bret was Bret CM Punk before CM Punk?
he really was. I mean, let's be honest.
Wow.
Um, yeah, because like that's when I started really getting heavy into it, and I was a Shawn Michaels guy. I was a Steve Austin guy. Brett was just a whiny ass bitch to me. It was just like, I don't know. I'm not gonna go further than that. Let's
He
continue.
was so good though.
He was, but like,
I could watch Bret Hart and Mr. Perfect in that ladder match they had before the Shawn Michaels and Razor Ramon ladder match. Was it Bret Hart and Mr. Perfect? I believe it was. They had a ladder match. I remember it was on a home video, Coliseum, I believe. Coliseum home video. It came one of those big ass plastic home video wrappers. I don't know if you're old enough to remember those, Marty. Uh, and
I
then
know,
there
I
was a
know, I know what home videos are. Yes.
I mean the case that it came in, they were like these
Yeah.
huge plastic joints.
Yeah, the ones that like popped open
Yeah,
and
yeah.
yeah. I
Before they
had
started
Disney
putting them in the
movies and shit.
cardboard.
I had Disney movies.
Okay, man, don't get hot. Chill out.
Just saying. I'm not that young.
And then Bret Hart and Roddy Piper had a fantastic match where Piper put Hart in a sleeper, and that's where that move comes from that everybody does now, where you walk up the turnbuckle while you're in the sleeper and kind of push backwards and flip over. That's how Hart ended up pinning Roddy Piper that night. So anyway, Bret Hart's the man, even though he's a crybaby. I guess that's how people feel about CM Punk. CM Punk's really good too, but I just can't get past the being a crybaby part. So who you got in this match? KO and Shane McMahon. We're talking like fucking Coliseum home video.
I
KO and Shane McMahon.
I really hope Shane doesn't win this match. He's got to lose at some point. I mean, he beat The Miz. He beat Roman. He's gonna just go through and beat the entire fucking roster,
Shane's gonna beat Kofi.
be the champion on the opening Tuesday night SmackDown.
Oh my god, could you imagine? They're gonna get like a 0.7 rating for that shit.
It would be, it would be the like, no, it's gonna end up being the highest rated SmackDown of all time,
It's gonna
and
be
then
the worst.
it's
The
gonna
only
be
rating
the
they're
like
gonna give are
biggest
motherfuckers like
backlash of
me.
all. Well, that's not gonna happen to the end of the night. So the match is gonna be the whole card is gonna be the biggest. Everyone's gonna be tuning in, and then that's just gonna happen, and the next week's gonna be the lowest in history for it to happen.
You're gonna get
I'm going
ratings
KO
from
on this one.
people like me who just got the DVR set automatically. That's the only fucking rating they're gonna get is DVR downloads. If Shane's the champion going into that, oh my god. I'm gonna go
No,
KO.
he's not gonna be champion going into it. He's gonna win the championship that night.
Oh,
That's what I was
wow,
saying. That's what I was saying.
that's an awful idea, Marty.
I didn't say it was a great idea. You're the one that says he's gonna beat Kofi.
It just might happen. It's so bad. That's the fucking trajectory we're on. So I got KO, you got KO, right?
Yep.
All right, here's where I think we're gonna start to differentiate our picks. Because right now I believe we've picked the same. No, you picked
Goldberg.
Ziggler. I picked Goldberg. Okay.
Yeah.
Charlotte Flair. Woo! I'm gonna do that every time I say Charlotte Flair. Woo! Versus the Canadian. I don't even want to be disrespectful, so I ain't gonna say what I was thinking, but Trish Stratus.
Dude.
When you say Trish
I
Stratus,
love
that's one of
Trish.
those names you say her name and you gotta like suck your teeth afterwards. Just like
Like I'm like, oh, anytime I hear Trish, I just remember the first time her walking out and shorts, top, jacket, cowboy hat, and I'm just like, yeah, I dig this. I'm glad I'm back to wrestling. I'm glad I'm back. I'm glad
you
I'm
know what
back.
I think when I think Trish Stratus? Tori Wilson. Because I was on the Tori Wilson is hotter than Trish Stratus bandwagon the entire time they were both together. Trish was quote unquote a better wrestler. We're not going to get into that, but at the time it was the Attitude Era ish, uh, ruthless aggression. So they were pushing more sex appeal. So it was okay back then to debate who was hotter. You can't do that shit now. But back
Yeah.
then, I always thought Tori was way hotter than Trish. Like,
Yeah. Once Tori and Stacy came over, yeah, Tori jumped up to the top right there, for me. Um, but going into this match, this is what I was saying earlier. This is the reason why Goldberg and Ziggler. Want to say why. Trish is a legend. Goldberg's a legend. They're both Hall of Famers. Ziggler's getting over on Goldberg. I think Trish gets this one over on Charlotte. I get it's in her hometown, and WWE's known for, hey, we're going to make her take the pin in her hometown, which it makes sense, especially to Charlotte Flair. And it's going to give Flair the next 6 years or whatever left of her career to say she beat Trish Stratus in her hometown. And I really don't want to hear that for the rest of my life. But they're gonna give one of the legends a win, and I think it's gonna be Trish.
you're half right for your reasoning. They're not going to give one of the legends a win. They're going to give one of the female Canadians a win. They're not going to have Trish and Natty lose in Canada. And I don't foresee Natty becoming beating Becky, and we'll talk about that later. So I got Trish winning, and from stuff I've seen online, Trisha said this is her absolute last match. Now she retired like 10 years ago, and she wrestles twice a year now. So to say this is her last match,
this is her third match in 12 months.
it was her second match in 6 days, even though she didn't get in the ring on Monday night.
Well, then fourth match in a year, because she was at Evolution, or was it at Evolution?
Yep.
Then she was at Royal Rumble, right?
Mm-hmm.
No, she was. Yeah, she was. And then she was the other day, and then now this one. So this is 4. She's got more matches this year than Brock fucking Lesnar.
Why do you go with the Brock hate again?
Sorry.
You know what? You're not invited to the Brock party anymore. Your invite has been discontinued, so don't RSVP. You can't come. It's not happening. Charlotte and Trish. This was another thing that bugs me. It was reported like 3 weeks beforehand, so you knew it was coming when it happened. But could you imagine fucking just turning into SmackDown, not having a clue? Jerry Lawler comes out and say, "Hey, Trish Stratus is here." You like, "Oh shit, Trish Stratus is here. This is cool. It's Trish from the Attitude Era, blah blah." And then Charlotte walks out talking that shit she was talking, and they set up a match. Could you imagine not knowing that was going to happen and it happens? But because it was plastered all over the internet, it was spoiled already. And I think, again, that's in the stuff that we do with the podcast, we can't help but being a part of that, not doing it, but seeing it. And it annoys me to no fucking end. I got Trish Stratus in this match. I don't know how it's going to happen. Maybe a quick roll up, but I think Trish and the Maple Leaf will reign victorious in this one. Bayley and Ember Moon, SmackDown Women's Championship, Marty. I'm going to go first on this one. And I'm going to say Ember Moon's going to win.
Wow.
Bayley has had a very lackluster championship reign. It reminds me of Dolph Ziggler's world title reign after he got that huge pop in New York, and then after that, nothing came of it, and then he ended up getting hurt. Bayley got such a huge pop winning Money in the Bank and then coming out and beating Charlotte. And since then, it has been awful.
Yeah, so I felt like Bayley's lead up to the chase was somewhat entertaining and got some support, because it was like, okay. And she seemed like she was more aggressive in the chase.
You ain't shit, Sasha.
And then when she got it now, and once she got it, she like kind of backed off. and it kind of just made her put her right back into the Bayley that's like, all right, your promos are dry. She had the Natty effect where she was trying to be one thing on the mic, but you can see that underneath it was something else, and she was trying who she really was fighting to come out with who she was trying to be, and it just made me not want to tune in. And that's my biggest problem with Natalya, and we'll get to that later. But yeah, I agree. Her reign hasn't been great. It's irritating the fact that they took the belt from Becky, eventually essentially do this, and that's kind of annoying. But I'm gonna go. This is the time. This is the perfect opportunity for it to happen. Ember Moon is getting the title tonight.
You know what's more annoying about them taking the title off Becky for that?
They gave it to Charlotte.
No, I had just bought one of them fucking Becky 2 belt shirts the day before, and I could have just waited 24 hours for that shit to go $2. On sale. Yeah, collector's item is what this shit is now.
Get it for $1 on the Money in the Bank sale show.
That shit is hanging up in my closet right now. I've never worn it yet. I think I'm gonna frame it because it's actually a pretty big deal.
You could frame it, and you could put it print out the picture of you and the Becky cutout, and just put it right next to it. Put it in the frame with it.
How about I just get a picture with Becky, because I can't be like one of these other people that fly all around the country all the time doing meet and greets with her every big fucking show that I see on the internet, which is good for them. They got money like that and freedom. I can't do it. And how they all
an Insta-ho, man. You'll be good.
Hey man,
do your thing.
I'm on keto right now. You never know. In like 3 months. Your way. In like 3 months, son, you might catch Rucker on there with damn the cheeks of Instagram hashtag. You don't know. I got nice legs already. I just got to get this gut in shape. I'm telling you, this shit's gonna be a wrap for you bitches next summer. Hot Boy Summer 2020. That's what the Rucker 2020 hashtag is. That's what I'm changing now. I'm not running for president anymore. I'm trying to fucking be an Insta-ho next year. Rucker 2020. Follow me.
Rucker Ho 2020. I like it.
It's going to say, follow me on Instagram because my ass is nice.
Fantastic.
Raw Women's Championship. The man, Becky Lynch, who's irritated the shit out of me this weekend, versus Natalya in a submission match. Can I tell you, it's very odd that this weekend I've seen there's been at least 5 little 1-minute interviews with Becky, and she just comes off really annoying to me, and everybody online is praising it. I think me and the Twitter wrestling fan just see differently. To me, she came off annoying, and everybody's like, this is passion. This is the type of interview they need to have her do on Raw. And I'm like, this is whack. But I don't know. I guess I'm just different.
There's also the same people who are shitting on her every time she's on TV too. It's and half the time she's on TV, it's not bad, but they shit on it anyways. It's just people not getting what they want, and then I don't know.
Submission match.
I don't think she's gonna win by her disarmor. She's gonna win somehow. I would love to see her win this match with a sharpshooter, to be honest, and then come out and I'm the best there is. Because every time that Natalya says I'm the best there was, best there is, best there ever will be, it really annoys the hell out of me because
throw
up. One, you're not even the best there is in the fucking ring on the roster at the moment. So, at any given point of her career, she's never been the best there is. So please stop. You're not on the level of Brett. You don't mean to the women's roster what Brett meant to the men's roster or to wrestling. It's just another one of those legacies that utilizes the past to get over, and it doesn't work for her. I don't care what anyone says. It doesn't work for her. She needs to stop. She needs to lose this match and then retire. Simple as that. She needs to retire. She needs to go away. She needs to get off screen. I don't want her to see her on TV anymore. I think she's completely overrated. And Becky's going to retain this title. Win and retain.
Well, I got Becky also. Um, Quick question: do you think Becky's going to be